Mobile has been really big for us in 2011, and it really has taken off. There's some great statistics here showing projections from ComScore, and this is backed up by Morgan Stanley as well, that mobile users will overtake desktops by 2014. You can believe that, but we're certainly seeing an avalanche of users. As you can see from the top graph, the percentage of web traffic from mobiles has significantly increased. And from our sites, we've seen an increase up to 14% of our traffic now on Find a Property. And we're predicting over the next 18 months that mobile traffic to our sites will be as much as 25%. Our first foray into the mobile world was with the iPhone app back in February 2010, not that long ago, well, that seems a lot longer. We've had over 500,000 unique downloads, about 1.5 million downloads in total, but 500,000 unique. We even implemented augmented reality. I'll give you the numbers. 2% of sessions use the augmented reality, so not many people really like the augmented reality or find it much use. Our hippo was Lord Rothermere. Lord Rothermere decided that we absolutely must have the first iPad app for property portals. So we launched one back in May 2010, and we came up with this innovative dial idea where you can actually just spin the properties around. Not much users liking that. We had about 58,000 downloads, if I'm being honest with you. So in practice, you compare that with the iPhone, it's a very small number. And we thought that the iPad would be very much the device that prime property searchers would really be interested in. Nokia came to us and asked us if we wanted to develop a Nokia app for their Ovi store. That went live in July this year. It has not been successful, in my opinion. Very few downloads, but I think the operating system and the quality of the devices has pretty much led to that very low user adoption. So don't bother with the Nokias, right, yet. Okay. We've actually launched mobile websites in 2011. Probably, with hindsight, this is probably what we should have probably done first. We've launched these very nice, sexy HTML5 touch-optimized websites. The pictures you can see in the middle there of the property, you can actually use your finger to swipe across. And we've also implemented wrappers, and we've what is a wrapper? We've done a wrapper for the Android operating system. So a wrapper is basically just like embedding a browser into a control, and essentially you go to the marketplace, you download your app, but what you're really using is the mobile website. To the user, they get the feeling that they've got an app on their desktop, on their phone home screen, but in reality, they're just using the mobile web. And there's quite a lot of advantages to that. Obviously, you have to write your code once for the mobile web, and you're really deploying it to a number of devices. And we're soon going to launch Windows Phone wrappers as well. Don't underestimate connected TVs. So we're talking about mobile tonight, but there's an emerging market coming, which is the connected TVs. On the left-hand side, you can see the number of millions of units shipped of connected TVs. It's a perfect opportunity for people to sit at home at leisure, use their large-screen TVs to basically browse and hopefully potentially buy. In fact, the TV makers have just recently opened up their licensing to allow people to sell goods online as well via retailers, although electronic goods are a bit prohibited at the moment. As you can imagine, Samsung doesn't really want you buying an LG TV using their TV. But the numbers for 2014 are quite enormous. So here's an example of what we will be launching fairly soon. It'll be finished in December, has to go through a process, it'll be live in January hopefully. But there are multiple platforms, and I've just listed two of them here. There's Philips, Panasonic, Sony, Apple, blah, 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 blah. There's the guys at TV App Agency who are doing a great job for us, and they have a cross-platform technology, which means you write it once and you can deploy it to multiple technologies. So it's a bit like the mobile problem, lots and lots of platforms. These guys can help you solve it. When we did our mobile websites, we tried to redirect the users that were coming from tablets through to our mobile websites, because we thought it looked really good and looked really cool. The reality is, though, people using tablets don't want that. When they use a tablet, they want to come to your main site and get the normal experience just on a tablet device. There are also lots of other things you need to take into consideration about page weight and particularly SEO. SEO for mobile is going to become increasingly important. Chap earlier alluded to it. Don't bother with anything else at the moment. Safari and Android are pretty much the only things that really matter. I believe that Windows Phone will be a contender in late 2012 or 2013. But as you can see, about 77% of our traffic is from the Safari mobile browser. Right, one of the problems that we've got is we've got a very large number of images on our site. We have about 1 million properties live at any one time on our site. And we have about 10 years worth of property photos. And we keep those because we use them in our various B2B tools that we have.